All right. This is lots and lots of regret, the deck profile. So we ended up letting the stream build my deck for this regional, and we finished 2-6, which means this got 2 wins, and that's astronomical. Our matchups, actually, round 1 was against Paleo. It was Demise Paleo. I actually feel I should have won that matchup, but when your opponent resolves desires into 2 reckless greeds into another reckless greed, you kind of want to walk away and just not look back. Round 2, I played against a zoo deck. It was a very big boy. My zoo engine can't beat it, and we got fucking Shrek-a-doodle dude. Round 3, we actually did some pro plays thanks to that Grasslook screener milling like 25 cards, and then we drew snow, so we beat Cyber Angels. Man, game 1 was completely in my control. Then my opponent resolved Christia, and I don't have an entire out in my whole deck except for Fairy Tale Snow, but I don't get that till game 2, so that was very unfortunate. Round 4 was against another zoo player, sad face. Round 5 I played against Cyframes. Actually, guys, really cool. Game 1 I resolved Crystal Wing, which was amazing. And then game 2 we summoned a Jinzo and won. Round 6 was against Dinosaurs. Round 7, I'm at 2-4 at this point. I played against the zoo player. I don't know why the zoo player didn't drop. Obviously we lost. And then round 8 was against the Blue Eyes player, and unfortunately we just kind of ran out of steam. So wasn't much we could do about that. This deck should have beat Blue Eyes as well for what it was, but the hindrance of some interesting card choices from the stream may or may not have let that happen. I mean, you'll never understand how great it feels to go to Zolkin, set Pot of Generosity, and summon a Crystal Wing. That was rewarding. A little bit of backstory why I wanted to do this. It was actually fun. Well, first off, I was burnt out of this format. Norden, draw. And second off, I kind of wanted to test myself and see with what we were given if we could get any wins. And there were a lot of people at the regional that were cheering me on. Actually, that was really nice too. And special thanks to everyone that participated in this. It was a really fun project, and yes, we will do this again with some more planning. Might even do it for the nationals, but we'll see. Certain powers that might not let me, but we'll see. So, promised you guys a deck profile and tournament report. I did a rundown on my matches, but what exactly did we have to play? St. Maddox, Moons Gaming, Dinner Flax. There's so many more that participated in building this, and it was a real challenge to get some wins. So we'll go through here. There were a couple substitutions I was forced to make, especially for something that Dinner Flax had requested, because we spent all day Thursday before locals trying to build this, and in the time span of going up Tuesday and building this on the stream, I didn't have all that much time to order stuff, so I'll explain what I did. There was only like 2 changes from what you guys saw on Facebook. Why not? Yeah, it's always important, guys. Make sure that if you're interested in seeing how I'm doing at regionals, follow my Facebook. It's Robbie Cole. There's MCole40, which is the main one I use. But for a majority of the most part, that's where I am. So deck profile time. One of each gadget. Of course, someone was extremely nice enough to allow me to play these cards. Actually, resolved a red gadget into a yellow, and then the yellow got striked. Sad face. I think he actually thought I was playing gadgets. There were a couple of people I was playing. Actually, my round 2 opponent was like, God, I can't believe I'm playing against you. You're playing Zoo. I'm like, no, I'm not. And then he proceeded to win the dice roll. And then on my turn, I activated Sparks. I'm like, see, I'm not playing a real deck. So one of each gadget. Incredibly horrible choice. So this is the one substitution I had to make. So Dinnerflex actually originally wanted Ghost Ship, and we couldn't find Ghost Ships. We searched for 4 hours before we got a chance to go locals, and then he said Garbage Lord. So we went and found the Stardust Assault Mode core, and unfortunately, I only put 2 Garbage Lords in the old thing, so we had to substitute 1 Lord with an Ogre. I actually summoned Ogre against Paleozoic and got in 2 free turns of attacking. Then he got Threatening Roared. He did his job. He did what he needed to do. This thing also lets me make Tzolk'in. LOL. Thank God for... someone was really nice when we were building the deck and went in on this. This engine was so fucking beautiful. Like, being able to search for Instant Fusion or Ultra Polymerization was fucking beautiful. We actually Ultra Poly'd way 2 Emeralds to go into Norden to make Utopia. That was a good feeling. 1 Gofu, my additional target for good old Tzolk'in Man. 3 Malicious. This card was okay. I attacked someone for 800 once. I mean, that's all I can say about it. You know, like, they even give me a Red Resonator, but there's nothing in the extra deck to use these good cards with. You know, like, if I had a Void Ogre or something, I'd be happy. You know what I have in my extra deck? I have an Ancient Fairy Dragon and a Crystal Wing, which both don't interact with these. Fuck. One of the better cards of the deck, Cyber Dragon. Actually, this card was pretty OP once I started getting out of the zoo range. 2100 Special Summon, still pretty fucking good. Jinzo Man, this guy killed Cypher player. The only time I drew it. If I would have drawn this on Paleo, I would have fucking won. Like, I'm still a bit salty about that matchup, because when you resolve set 5 instead of monster, you should lose to this card, but we don't draw it, so it's a little bit unfortunate about that. You know, like, the best part about this deck was, like, I actually got salty with some of my losses, because I had plenty of things that could have swayed the situations, but the heart of the cards didn't allow for it to happen. This motherfucker with a Move Mirror Shield fucking destroyed someone's day. Like, you'll never understand what it's like to see a parasite on the field wrecking someone's butthole. This was originally supposed to be in the deck, and I couldn't find one, so we went to Apple Magician Girl, and then we had to cut the Apple Magician Girl because my friend at Locals gave me one. So, first edition, this... We never said this card. This thing always kills people with Moon Mirror Shield. Like, I was actually happy to, like, get over ship for 100 more because of that. Now here's the stupid choices that St. Maddox made me play. Oh no, this wasn't St. Maddox. This was someone else. This was supposed to be People Ring About. We couldn't find that. And we found the other one, United Resistance. And then we found this. So we ended up putting Oppress People over People Running About. People Running About would have been much better, but I actually didn't draw this. Amazingly, there's a few choices in this deck that people put in here that I just didn't draw. This was one of them. I think this got milled off of the one time I resolved Grass. Wild Warrior, Special Links to Dinnerflex. This card almost killed someone, and then it got Mirror Forced. Sad day. Watt Squirrel. Someone said 1 Watt card. We couldn't find Watt Giraffe. The only thing I could find was Watt Squirrel. I had this thing in opening hand. I think this was one of the cards I discarded off Final Destiny. I resolved Final Destiny on a Paleo player for 6 for 6. My dick was so hard. Like, I had a judge watching because he just wanted to, like, see what was going on with my deck. There was, even the head judge of the event was very curious. You know, like, when you do an event like this, you know, people are generally curious to see how you're going to do. I even had to make fun of, or had to call over the head judge for a really stupid ruling, which, you know, Convulsion to Nature with Convulsion to Nature. Does the deck flip itself back face down? No, it can't, because, you know. Karate Man, I drew this card once, and he got striked. I was so sad. We could have killed over something. We got striked. Whoever put this in the deck, why can't this card be at level 4? That's all I want in my life. 1 Raiden. This card milled 10 cards one game. Till it died. This thing did work. I'm actually really surprised how good Raiden was. The Curse of St. Maddox. These cards got sided out in every game. And this guy got discarded off of Final Destiny. I didn't even get to play Base Rebel. Whoever put these in my deck, thank you. Thank you. I owe you. Because I outed a Herald of Perfection because of that. So there's a god out there somewhere. And then the last cards in my deck, because Moons wanted me to have an actual chance. 2 Rats, 3 Whiptails, and a Throwblade, along with 3 Barrage. This combo is so fucking stupid. This actually got me out of a lot of situations. Because, jokes aside, this engine is so fucking good. And it helped. This discarded this more times than not to be a draw engine. Because I'd really... No, until you go into the side deck, you don't really care about this. And, you know, Barrage is retardo. So there's that. 1 Fusion sub. We don't even get the Black Sheep until game 2. Sad face. Resolve this once? Question mark? I mean, it's good, but never really happened. 1 Slumber. This card went into the deck before the Kaijus did. The Kaijus were a present. Desires. We resolved this twice. And it hurt me once. Because we removed both of our Kaijus. 1 Instant Fusion. Thank God for this card. Thank God for Norden. 1 Upstart Goblin. This card was amazing every time we drew it. My opponent always looked at me weird when my 59 card or 55 card deck went down to 54. 3 Moon Mirror Shield. Whoever put this in my deck was also a god. This card was clutch as fuck. So good. 3 Convulsion of Natures. There was one scenario with this where I activated this, flipped over my deck, and the bottom card of my deck was this card. We drew this card twice. It got warninged both times. And I drew this card in my opening hand 3 times. This card's so fucking good. Yeah. If this would have resolved, like, I'm still salty about this. Why did this have to get warninged every fucking time? And then Convulsion of Nature in 2017. Because why not? Oh, when you're at the back tables, you're like, oh, Convulsion of Nature. They're like, oh. Actually, it wasn't bad being able to see what my opponent was drawing. I watched a Ciphering player draw 3 hand traps in a row while there's a Jinzo on the field. Good game, sir. Ethan wanted 3 Pot of Generosity, but we didn't have them, so we went with 3 Inferno Tempest. This card almost resolved once. The Zoo player decided not to put the 3rd Whiptail on his Trident when he attacked me directly. I was so sad because we almost resolved it. So sad. Ultra Polymerization. Drew this once, searched it off the Predaplant once. Fused double Norden to make some shit. We fused double Emerald to make Norden to attack. And it's really awkward when you see a Norden in attack mode not get banished off an Instant Fusion. Won that ass, looks greener. Drew it once, resolved it once. Milled like 25 cards. Good card. Final Destiny, LOL, this card's broke as fuck. I drew this card twice, resolved it once, almost resolved it, because I was bad and I set a Sparks. 3 Sparks. Terrible life decisions. Thanks, Ethan. This card got sided out every game. There were 9 distinct cards in this deck I would side out every game. And then, last 3 cards were 3 Ties of the Brethren. Every game 2, there were 9 cards that got sided out. Every single game. It was these 9 cards. These 9 cards got cut for the side. Every time. I was just like, get them out of my deck. Like, I need actual support cards. So, extra deck. Tzolk'in, Ancient Fairy, Crystal Wing. This card choice made me cry because we never resolved this. We resolved this though. This got Ghost Ogred. I was so sad. And this card's good. C101, 101. Actually, we didn't have a Masquerade to play. I was actually kind of sad about that. But we hard made this guy and did things with it. This card's good. Actually, kind of shocked. When your opponent's playing Cyber Angels, the extra materials on this guy are pretty good. Utopia, I killed someone with this. I also had to play S0. We did have Rinkum the Magic the 7th one to discard for this, but never happened. We just poked for 2,500. Crazy Box, we actually never made this. I had one scenario to make it, but I made Utopia instead. Freezedon Full Crystal Zero Lancer, never made this either. Actually, kind of sad. I think this got boarded out a majority of the games. And if Gofu lined up, I would go with Tzolk'in. Norden, Theseus, not much else to really say there. I guess you could make this with to go into Freezedon, but never happened. And then the main deck, Zoo Engine. Yeah, this was pretty self-explanatory. Being able to bring back something else for this was pretty good. Side deck, John made Moons put this in my deck. This card got Tridented before it could resolve. Sad face. Whoever put this card in my deck is a god. Thank you, I needed these. These cards helped so much. This card is crack cocaine, even in a bad deck. This thing resolved so many times. I had to put a Varash face down 3 times before I could kill it. Crap Black Sheep. Resolved it once. Doom Caliber Knight. This card was MVP against Blue Eyes. Even though we lost, it was okay. Cards that make my deck become a big boy. This card, Double Emerald, Tiger, Trident. And I never sided this card in. This card sat in the side deck. This was the one card, every time I looked at a potential to side, we would typically, for the siding, for this, I would typically go for these. These were the 5 that would go out, and we'd bring these in to basically become a real deck. And being able to resolve this as opposed to this made a lot of difference. I'm actually really shocked at just how ridiculous Zoo is. And most of the wins I got weren't even because of Zoo. Zoo just gave me a fair chance to balance out and try to be a fair deck for what it was. So yeah, this is what we ended up playing. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed this. To those of you that contributed to the cause of this insanity, it was fun. You know, I got the chance to talk to a few people that were actually afraid to approach me and say hello to me, which is something I normally don't get the chance to do. You know, usually if we're dicking around in the middle of the tables or if we're up near the top, you know, these are all people that usually, you know, they're not afraid to say hello. But it was a different pace of, or different change of pace yesterday, and I was looking forward to playing Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not every day I can say that I get to go into an event actually looking forward to having fun, and my goal was to get at least a couple of wins, and we did just that. I know there was one opponent that I seemed super salty towards, but, you know, Reckless Greed resolutions off of desires, you know, especially when you're in a controlling manner, sometimes you just get Yu-Gi-Oh'd on. In the words of someone I met yesterday, you know, if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. It's as easy as that. So, definitely next time we do this, though, this will be more thought out. Probably a lot crazier of ideas. I'm at least happy that we were somewhat able to get a couple of wins. The deck being somewhat competent. So guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And Deuce Arenos, Audience Areno. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.